is a universal tool for development. It has so many advantages, one of which is to keep people healthy and fit. Apart from its physical benefits, sports has also been a tool of unity, bringing people from different social groups and heritage together. On the financial aspects, countries and teams that have excelled in different sporting activities have enjoyed monetary prizes, fame and recognition by reason of the sport that they engage and excel in. In Ogun State, the story is no different. Sports has always been an activity that has united the people. But for a while now, so many things have gone wrong with the sector. As such, when Senator Ibikunle Amosun became governor of Ogun State in 2011, he saw the need to give sporting activities a boost, thereby enhancing the status of the state as a home for sports.
I must tell you, it was because of what you meant on ground was terrible. The bastardized, you see, no record, nothing. You are owing this, owing that, and a lot of fraudulent things there. So because we have to do a lot of reorganization, you understand, and it took us a long time. And you know, sport is big investment this time around. We need to pump in a lot of money.
Thus, upon assumption of office, Governor Ibikunle Amosun displayed a commitment to sports development in the state. The administration, first and foremost, cleared the backlog of allowances that were yet to be paid to the state's respective teams. Governor Amosun also encouraged both members of his cabinet and civil servants to keep fit. This he did by engaging them in jogging activities during the weekends. The Ogun State Ministry of Youth and Sports manages the Sports Council as well as the 5 stadia under the council. The ministry also oversees the Gateway United Football Club. Due to the commitment of Governor Ibikunle Amosun to sports development in the state, the stadia are always in use for one sporting event or another. One of the stadia that has been used for both national and international friendly football matches is the Moshood Abiola International Stadium in Abeokuta, the state capital. The most recent international match played at the MKO Stadium was the Under-17 Female World Cup qualifier between the Nigerian Falconets and the Kenyan team. The Deputy Governor of Ogun State, Prince Segun Adeshagun, was on hand to welcome the two teams. The fact that Ogun State was chosen to host this important match is an indication of the commitment of the present administration to the development of sports in the state in particular and the nation at large. The Commissioner for Youth and Sports speaks more on this issue.
We are also going back to the olden days when the Sports Council have a sport development officers all over the nook and cranny of the state. So this we are doing now, they're going back to every nook and cranny, going back to primary schools, secondary schools, to begin all these olden days sports activities of the olden days. With this, we'll be able to catch them young, the way they brought up our MON, Valila to Ogunkoya, and the rest of them.
It is still reflective of the renewed commitment to sports that Ogun State played host to the 2nd Parliamentary Staff Association of Nigeria Games, PASAN, from the 7th to the 14th of July 2012. The Games are aimed at bringing together members of the various Parliamentary Staff Associations of Nigeria in all the states of the Federation, as well as that of the National Assembly in Abuja. At the opening ceremony of the event, the executive governor of the Gateway State took time to enumerate the importance of PASAN in Nigeria.
I am very, very happy to know that PASAN, the Parliamentary Staff Association of Nigeria, they've used sport to unite Nigerians. They are what I call the pivot on which democracy rests. Because without the staff, the National Assembly staff, the State Assembly staff, there cannot be any assembly.
He welcomed all participants and hoped that the end results would be gratifying.
At Ogun State, we are known for so many firsts. We are placing another trail today, hosting the PASAN Games. For the first time in Nigeria, we are the first state. So I thank the executive members of PASAN for giving us this honor and privilege. Don't let me waste your time. Let me just say, I wish you a very successful games, the second in the series of the PASAN, ably tagged Abeokuta PASAN 2012.
Still, during the opening ceremony, the national president of the Parliamentary Staff Associations of Nigeria, Comrade Fatai Jimoh, spoke on why such games are necessary.
The mission of the association, Parliamentary Staff Association of Nigeria, is service to democracy. How do you serve democracy? You can only service democracy where there is peace and tranquility, where there is a united Nigeria. Without a united Nigeria, there could be no democracy, and there is no way we will be able to serve democracy as expected. So that is our mission in Ogun State. The essence of the event, which is PASAN Games, is to foster and integrate as well as to foster the unity of the country, first and foremost among the staff of Nigeria Parliament, and secondly among the citizens of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
The games started with an opening football match between the Southwest and the North Central geopolitical zones. The Ogun State team represented the Southwest, and giving credence to the new trend in sports in the state, the team beat their opponents from the North Central, represented by the Lokoja team, by 3-0. The PASAN Games was a week-long event and featured other games such as table tennis, lawn tennis, badminton, and Scrabble. The Honorable Commissioner for Youth and Sports assured citizens of the Gateway State that the sports sector will be at par with the present trend of accelerated development happening across the state.
We thank God that since we formed into the state, now with the new administration now, everywhere we are laying a new foundation for sport everywhere. If you talk of the Sports Council, it's a new dawn for them there. If you talk of the Gateway United Football, it's a different thing entirely now because we started afresh with them. And then we've laid the foundation and we are building on it now.
The week-long PASAN Games was rounded up on the 14th of July 2012. At the closing ceremony, medals were presented to various winners by members of the Ogun State Executive Council. The Southwest team, represented by Ogun State, emerged champions as they beat their Southeast counterparts by 2-0 in the final game. The games were rounded off with a dinner award and investiture night, where awards were presented to various dignitaries from all over the country. Some of the awardees include Hafsat Abiola Costello and, more importantly, Pa Akinkumi Taiwo, the designer of the Nigerian flag.
Have been given a presentation for an award as the designer.
Still towards the development of sports, Gateway United Football Club, that had the challenge of lack of funds and mismanagement in the past, is gradually coming back to its lost glory.
We all know sport, football and the rest, they are investment. There are investments all over the world now. You can generate huge revenue for government through them. So because of this, the Gateway Football is having a new GM. They have the team manager who will be overseeing the team. But the GM will be liaising there with the outside world, networking with investors all over the world in football.
There was also a financial restructuring of the team.
There was no point promising players high-sounding sign-on fee and not paying them at all. So, and we said, okay, the way to go is to pay what you call enhanced salaries, monthly salaries, just like you work for a company and you earn your salary and you can do your savings as you like. And then we move on from there. So if you want to join us, you join us, you know that you get your salary and it is high and enhanced.
The football team of Ogun State is now set for action since the players are assured of the state government's dedication to the prompt payment of their allowances. The Ogun State Ministry of Youth and Sports is also in charge of the National Youth Corps members posted to the state in terms of their welfare and comfort. The administration of Senator Ibikunle Amosun has ensured the safety of the Corps members as well as catering to their well-being.
The NYC too, the Ministry of Youth and Sport is a parent ministry to the NYC, and the Commissioner for Youth and Sport, my own self, I'm the chairman of the governing board of NYC. We also play a major role in the NYC. Most of their program, we normally make sure that as soon as they're in the camp, from the youth development department, we go out for either seminar, we talk to this NYC, give them a youth developmental lecture, talk to them on the stuff like that.
Towards a more coordinated youth development, the first Ogun State Youth Trade Fair was held in Abeokuta, the state capital. The event, which was organized by the Ogun State Ministry of Youth and Sports in conjunction with the Ogun State MDG's office, took place at the June 12 Cultural Center, Abeokuta. With the theme Promoting Young Entrepreneurs, the event featured exhibitions, workshops and seminars for young aspiring entrepreneurs in Ogun State. In characteristic manner, the wife of the state governor, Mrs. Olufunsho Amosun, who is known for her passion for the youth and the unemployed, graced the occasion and spoke on the vision of the present administration for the teeming youth of Ogun State.
The current administration under my dear husband, Senator Ibikunle Amosun FCA, believes that the economic growth and development of any society automatically leads to wealth creation. This is desirable in our state, and as such, all necessary support, where possible, shall be given towards this cause.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
The Commissioner for Youth and Sport, in his opening remarks, enjoined the youth to be steadfast and determined in achieving their goals for entrepreneurship, considering the support of the present state government and the opportunities available to them.
The fourth Ogun State Youth Trade Fair is an initiative of Youth Entrepreneurship Sustainability Incorporated, yes, supported by African Capacity Building Foundation, ACPS, aims at setting up the National Innovation Studio as an integral part of youth trade projects of the state, and for which Gujarat Initiative for Democracy kind is working with us in the state for the upliftment of our youth, thus engaging them positively.
One of the organizers of the program, that is, the Office of the MDGs, spoke on the objectives of putting the Youth Trade Fair together.
Why it's happening is because all over the world we have young people coming out of the universities and not finding jobs. The formal economy cannot absorb them, and it has to be that we have to create market access for entrepreneurs so that they can be self-employed and they can also be generators of employment for other young people. That's what Youth Trade is about. It's about giving young entrepreneurs market access and support so that they can have a niche in the market and begin to build wealth.
According to the Senior Special Advisor to the Governor on Youth Development, This event couldn't have come at a better time.
This is the right time because before the 1-year anniversary of this administration, the governor made it very clear that this is a youth-sensitive government, and we believe that they are the leaders of tomorrow. So it beholds on us that we must not only develop this youth but empower them to be able to represent the state in the future.
Products exhibited during the fair include artworks, locally processed food items, locally dyed fabrics, gems and raw materials found in the state, beaded products, as well as footwear. The project manager of the Ogun State Agricultural Development Agency, OGADEP, Mr. Ibikunle Onosonya, speaks on the benefits of the fair to agricultural development in Ogun State and the nation.
There is a challenge that we've been facing in the agricultural sector, and that is that we have a lot of aged farmers who are leaving the business of farming. They are growing old, and the youth are not showing enough interest. So there's a generational gap that needs to be bridged so that we can raise a new generation of youth that will take advantage of improved technology in agriculture, run it like a business, and they will take over from the aged generation.
The Maiden Youth Fair is just one of the numerous plans that the Ogun State government has in store for assuring the youth of a better future of becoming entrepreneurs and employers of labor in the nearest future. These efforts, combined with dedicated commitment towards uplifting sports in the state, will no doubt reduce cases of unemployment and consolidate the administration's strides in the area of youth development.